a 5-3 game. St. Ignatius has led all day. Burns with the hat trick. How many goals do you think he's going to score when the night ends?
Let's go for 5. I feel high 5, Kyle. By the way, great to see you to start the second half.
For sure. Well, we had some Ethernet issues, so we're going to go straight off the jetpack for the second half.
That's exactly what I would have told you to do. Go straight off the jetpack. It's my go-to move on a Tuesday night in the opening game for Marmion, taking on St. Ignatius, who's played 2 games with lacrosse back on the field, and a beautiful night for lacrosse right here at Fornelli Field. Good job, Kyle.
So we apologize for the unforeseen internet issues. We'll get that rectified for Thursday's lacrosse match. Me, Eric McGill, and Connor Klingen will be for that one.
Who is the opponent?
It's going to be Lyons Township.
That'll be a good one.
Yep, Lyons Township, one of the better teams in the state. One of their best players is actually a freshman.
Is that right?
Yeah.
One thing I expect here coming in the second half, Kyle, is the physicality to continue. There is a strong desire on both sides, clearly, to come out here with victory tonight. It's a 12-game season it goes by awful quick, especially when you're in your senior year and you're trying to make the absolute best of your remaining opportunities.
12-minute quarters. St. Ignatius is led by as much as 3. It was 2-0, then 2-1, 4-1, 4-3, now 5-3.
Razzle-dazzle here, like it.
This is exactly what they want. They want to get Burns in front. They didn't want that, though. Marmion, beautiful steal in the open field, and now they're on the attack.
Too hot on the pass there. I like the idea, but that pass could have somehow connected. It would have been a great opportunity to dent the net to start the third quarter here.
Cadets with the ball past the 40-yard line. Remember, each goal 10 yards in front of the end zone. This is a Marmion team that traveled a long way to get to St. Ignatius, right at the intersection of Blue Island and Roosevelt. Attacking, trying to split the D, and does. He's got space.
Oh, Luke Geary had it. Why didn't he shoot that, Kyle?
I think he did. I think he wanted to flip it over the goalie's head, but he didn't get that little arch action over the head. He just flipped it over the net. The problem was the goalie wasn't really cheating up, so you didn't really need to flip it.
Full pass out in front.
The wind's starting to pick up a little bit at Fornelli Field.
We are in a race against time on this rain coming here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we're not going to beat it, my friend.
You don't think so?
We're not going to beat it. It's already decreased 10 degrees. Shot in the net. Goal for the Cadets. And here we go. 1-goal deficit once again for Marmion.
That is our pregame guest, the Dayton Flyer to be, Andrew Galley, with his 2nd goal of the night.
Just keep it. 5-4 game. It was just really nice ball movement by Marmion there. And they just moved it to a place where the goalie wasn't ready for the ball. Quick passing and able to capitalize.
This has been an impressive. Ooh, whoa.
Big time hit on the play.
I'll tell you, Mike Mann is very skilled and very physical. Type of guy you want on your team, Kyle. Doing a lot of the dirty work for the Wolfpack. As he starts it, here comes in Luke Robertson.
9:11 remaining in the game, third quarter. It's 5-4 advantage for SICP.
9-11 third quarter, right? We got about 21 minutes left to go here.
This is probably going to go right down to the wire. As a good pass in front. One-timer in the net. First time since it was 0-0. And it's 5-5. And in lacrosse, one-timer is you catch then fire, but that was as close to a hockey-style one-timer as you're going to get. 5-5 now.
That was very interesting where St. Ignatius' goalie kind of got caught in no man's land, got it chopped away from him, and Joey Calabria ended up with the ball right in prime position, had really no choice but to find the back of the net, and he did. Let me tell you, and we're down here by the cadet bench here, but there is a lot of enthusiasm coming from the red and white right now, and the Wolfpack a little dazed.
They sure are, as it's a 5-5 game. At one point, it was 4-1. Not so much anymore, partner. It is now 5-5 here in the third period.
A long way to go here. See if St. Ignatius can get back there. Juju, ball loose once again here. Call interference, and the ball will stay with St. Ignatius.
Ignatius with the ball. Pass to 25. Trying to find Burns. He has a hat trick tonight. Everybody else has been pretty much stifled. Way too high on the shot. Ignatius was the closest one to the ball. They'll remain in possession. It has been a very contested game today, as the Cadets have found their way back in the game.
Great opportunity here. Missed it. Good attempt by Nick Reed. Ball loose again.
Good little spin move. They're going to play on as he accidentally hit the head. It was going to be below the shoulders. Then the offensive player went into the check, so they're going to play on. Plus, the Wolfpack look good on this possession. They probably want to play on anyways. No power play. Good lead pass. Couldn't finish. Great pass, though. Just couldn't finish. That was also a good job of the goalie seeing it all the way and getting a piece of it.
Josh Howard had all the best of it there, tried to bounce it, but shot it wide left. Wow. That was impressive by Nick Reed. Took on contact, pivoted left, and then fired it low, back right corner, and just like that, the Wolfpack regained the lead 6-5.
That's one way to do it, partner. You give up a couple of goals after it was a 4-1 lead, 5-5, now 6-5. You just keep playing your game, and eventually that ball's going to find its way into the net.
I think right now you got to sort of beat aggression with aggression. Well, Nick Reef was able to do it right there. It's interesting too. St. Ignatius scores, right? They regain the lead, and we did not hear any, an explosion from the bench. It's like you can just tell that they're kind of fighting for their lives right now.
Yeah, they don't really know what hit them. It seems like after they were up 4-1, Marmion has made the adjustments, and St. Ignatius has failed to really keep up, although they're still winning the game by 1. But Marmion has clearly been the better team the last half of a quarter.
That was number 8, Owen Cole. It's kind of in no man's land for a little while. They're trying to figure out the Wolfpack into their offense. They do keep it here.
right behind the net. As they'll send it out to the 30-yard line. Shot attempt goes wide, and it's going to be Marmion ball.
Trying to get their juju back right now. This looks a little bit more like early in the ballgame where they were controlling the tempo and had possession.
Into the net it goes. Goal for St. Ignatius. They're going to play man advantage.
That was Nick Reed again. That's 5 goals. Am I right about that? 5?
It's at least 4.
He is putting the Wolfpack on his back, and
Not much more to say than that. It is the Connor Burns Show today. Goal is good. It was a legal body check, so like I said, they were playing advantage. No man advantage coming up for Wolfpack because they scored on the advantage, and it will be a timeout for the Cadets.
Matthew Sully headed to the 1-minute penalty box here. What do you call it again, Kyle?
Sin bin.
The sin bin. There you go. The sin bin. 7-5. This is been a good re-establish, if you will, for St. Ignatius. Post-game meal in Little Italy. I don't know what you're thinking about, Kyle, but I'm getting excited.
Where are you going, Al's?
Al's is in there. There's the Busy Burger across the way. It's a Mexican place by here, but I think they closed. I'm going to have to find out. Someone did not have dinner before we came on out here tonight.
Yeah, rookie mistake.
Terrible job. Remember the last time, well, not the last time, but one of the games we did, you sent me on a scavenger hunt to get cousin subs. I came back with tuna. You had asked for no tomatoes.
I asked for turkey, too, and they gave me tuna.
It was a whole debacle. You're like,
this doesn't taste right.
yeah, the turkey was definitely not turkey. It was tuna. And you also said no tomatoes. I was actually very impressed that you allowed me to continue doing games for SBS after that.
Well, what am I mean, you said turkey, no tomato. What am I supposed to do?
I definitely, it was a bad job by, I shouldn't even mention the
Well, you
sub-establishment.
you didn't name the exact Cousins location, so you didn't exactly throw Cousins under the bus.
I did not say it was up in Wisconsin. I did not say that.
Well, it wasn't Prairie View, so for the Cousins, there's a Cousins Prairie View. It was not the Prairie View location.
Those were fun games to do.
Yeah, they're off the crossbar.
Wow, that was a great opportunity right there. Ball loose all the way up to the 50.
Goes off the shoe. And it goes out of bounds.
What happened there on the shot attempt, it kind of came off a little bit awkward for Mike Mann. He's normally not in the attack zone, at least not tonight.
Out to the 15, now to the 30. Ignatius setting it up with under 5:35 to go.
Bowen will run it down, see if they can reset here.
Lead pass in front, but it was well covered by the Cadets. A 7-5 lead for St. Ignatius. They've led by as much as 3. Cadets still very much in it as they have made a lot of adjustments since the second quarter. And we saw some good play in the second quarter. Granted, St. Ignatius kept going to the penalty box, but, if your opponent makes mistakes, the good teams take advantage of them, and Marmion has shown that tonight.
Right there was a couple decent opportunities, and Marmion did not take advantage to control the ball. Took one too many chances there. calm the Wolfpack.
Out behind the net. And it's going to be last touch by the Wolfpack.
I'll tell you, with darkness following here, the light of the school is really beautiful.
Yeah, you're not going to find a much better Catholic school than St. Ignatius. I'm not talking about academically, although it's great academically too, but one of the most beautiful ones in the Catholic League, St. Ignatius College Prep. Beautiful Fornelli Field with the city skyline at the other end zone. Hard hit from Ignatius and an illegal body check against the Wolfpack.
Very rare, if I'm being honest, Kyle, that I'll look at a school and see beauty. Right now, even with my somewhat suspect academic career, I see a glorious institution. Go Hawkeyes, by the way. Thank you, University of Iowa, for my degree. I appreciate it.
4:05 to go. Cadets with it. How about that? Lost the stick, but was able to get this stick back quickly and got the ball. Breakaway for the Wolfpack. In the back of the net it goes. Wolfpack score, 8-5, SICP.
That was outstanding defense, quickly turned into offense, beautiful passing, and then Vinny Ventura with the breakaway, and Ventura with great patience waited out the goalie and found the back of the net. That was that you can't do it better than that.
Sure can't, and now St. Ignatius has tied their best lead of the night, 8-5, and partner, it's looking like Marmion gave them their best shot, but St. Ignatius has been up to the task.
Zach Coach over the goalie for Marmion had.
Yeah, no chance.
Not a lot of help right there.
Not going to do much on a breakaway.
I'm not willing to say that this one is cooked here. We got a long way to go. Another quarter of action. Still half of this quarter to go. And the Cadets have shown a lot of fire tonight. You do feel all the noise we were hearing a little while ago has moved away. Oh boy, and there it is.
Yep, St. Ignatius, they just keep coming and coming and coming. It's hard to stop this attack, especially when they have a full head of steam like that. 9-5 lead for the Wolfpack, their best one of the night.
Well, that was just sloppy, and you can't have a turnover right in front of your net like that. And Vinny Ventura wisely didn't even try to control it, just batted it into the net to put Ignatius up by 4. I think they're having a conversation about running out of balls.
Well, there are some. I've seen the practice balls. They're around this facility, so they need to find one. They got some in the trees.
I've never, as a lacrosse game, ever been called due to lack of balls.
Well, youth baseball, you'll have that, where they run out of game balls, so they take a ball out of the bucket and they throw it to the pitcher.
I hope we do not get there tonight, but hey, listen, you know, you got a lot of shot attempts that can end up in parts unknown.
And I don't think you can deflate a lacrosse ball, so you don't have to worry about deflate gate issues if we have to use practice balls from the Wolfpack or the Cadets.
This is true. I don't think.
You don't have a deflate gate issue at Fornelli Field.
No, you don't.
It'll be a slash, and it's going to be against the Cadets.
Kyle, I hope you don't mind when I'm going to the stool. We can alternate if you would like.
I'm all right. I'm younger than you.
Wow, there it is. Just a shot at the aging veteran here. somehow, some way, can't stand for the full 2-hour extravaganza.
I'm just used to standing. A lot of home plate umpiring, squatting.
There you go. When's the last time you umped the game?
You know, it's been a while. 2018. I just don't have the desire for it as much anymore. I did it for 13 years, so I just don't really want to do it as much.
I hear you.
Of course, I used to do it with my dad, and when he passed away, I just kind of lost interest in it.
Oh, wow.
Shot and a save. I still might do a couple games this year, but
How old was your father?
he was in his 60s. He was good people.
I know he was a huge White Sox fan.
My dad was Will Smith.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Went by Bill though. Not too much of the William.
They only get one of those, so it's never easy.
Under 2 to go, third quarter. The Wolfpack now in control, looking to get into the double digits with a goal at the 2-minute mark. Cadets fought hard. They could have easily just given up when it was 4-1. They came back, made it 5-5, but 4 unanswered goals. Centering pass, couldn't get the shot off.
That was a good battle right there. Not a whole lot of contact. If that had happened about 30 minutes ago, I think number 3, Paul Harrison, would have taken a whole lot more. But it seems to me that perhaps the energy has just dropped a little bit. You're under a minute for the third quarter.
Shot attempt goes wide. So we'll stop play at 48 seconds. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you cooperating with us. Everything was going well. Game started and then Ethernet just went out. Unreal. Well, most inopportune time for the Ethernet to go out. Shot! An opportune time for the Wolfpack. They're now in the double digits of goals. First team to do that. They now lead by 5.
Nick Reed has been the MVP tonight.
Not Connor Burns?
No, I think 21. Reed has been unbelievable. Connor's been great too, but Nick has been he's been incredible.
It's just been a complete team effort tonight for the Wolfpack. They just got to work on those penalties, though. Too many of them.
Played aggressive, and sometimes you got to take the good with the bad, right?
You know, but you just don't want to give away free chances because then when you have to keep playing your starters in games like this, it's going to drag on you throughout the season. Because if they had just taken control of this game, you get some momentum going into your next one. Could have been a 7-1 thrashing. It's 4-1. They commit those penalties, and now they're in the spot they're in now. It's 10-5. But this game could have been over sooner if they had just avoided the sin bin.
Ryan's over here. I just watched him kind of nurse a left shoulder injury for Marmion. Oh, off post.
13 seconds left. Ignatius is going to play clock. Burns, good pass. In front, one hopper, and just going to go wide.
Our man, Harrison, not getting cheated. A couple of opportunities here. He's going to go quick here under 3 now. This is the clock timeout.
Wolfpack, after it was 5-5, score 5 unanswered, and that's where we stand right now. It's 10-5 SICP over Marmion Academy. You're watching SBS, the broadcasting network for everyone. All right, let's get you another one. Apparently your mic is very echoey, so I'm going to use this other stick mic. Oh, what a night. Here you go, bud.
Okay.
Can't go too far with it, there's no extender. But you
No problem.
gotta get it pretty close to your mouth. Kyle Smith alongside Mark Carmen. Mark Ford in on videography. Fourth quarter about to start.
Let us see if we perhaps will get a little rally. Oh, look at that.
As I forgot to turn my volume off.
Coming in nice and clear there, buddy.
Yep. I do sound good if I say so myself. Sound decent.
You sound fantastic, pal.
You're too kind.
You sound like you were meant to do this.
You're too kind. Fourth quarter of action.
On the run. So not to overstate the obvious here, Kyle, but if the Cadets are going to do this, they need to start now. If they're not, or in general period, if not, let's all creep on out of here before the rain comes.
Well, no matter what, for the post-game show, we're going to have to put everything inside just to be safe. Oh, wow, went at the head, but missed him. Ignatius already up by 5. Lead pass, and then smothered up by the netminder.
Good play by the goalie, and a very good offensive possession.
Yeah, he gave up 10 goals tonight, but really not that young man's fault. For Marmion, empty net. Wolfpack scores. Netminder cheats up. Slams his stick in disapproval. Meanwhile, Wolfpack lead by 6.
Second time that we've seen that here in the second half. And that's just a little careless by Marmion, making it too easy for St. Ignatius.
Hard hit, and a penalty flag's coming up. Cadets will have the man advantage. They desperately needed it. You could hear that from here to the north side of Chicago. Definitely a check from behind, above the shoulders. And a man advantage coming up. Is it too little, too late? Well, if Marmion scores in the next minute, they would still have a chance. I just don't know if they have enough to score 6 unanswered goals.
Well, right now, if you're Marmion, you're obviously thinking about making one good play after another. And if you're the Marmion coaches, you're just trying to build a little fourth quarter juju into your next opportunity. See if they can take advantage of the man advantage right here.
And they got to go a little bit quicker as they're down 6, but they know this is pretty much the game. You don't score in the man advantage. Most likely going to be a St. Ignatius win. Off the post! But, you know, that's also good goaltending, Mark, because post is your best friend, but you force the offensive player to have to go post, deflect it in. Didn't really have much of a shot. It was either the post or it was going to be wide. Now it's in. The Cadets score on the man advantage, and it's 11-6.
99, Joey Calabria. We've called that name a couple times tonight, Kyle. And again, back of the net, bang. That was a laser.
Marmion's still alive. Just barely.
I know not I will survive.
Is that your karaoke song?
That was a terrible job right there. I'll never do that again. I apologize to anyone and everyone who heard that.
Is that your actual karaoke voice, or
No. I don't think that's it.
is it better or worse?
I have a karaoke voice, to be honest.
Is it at least better than Patrick Kane's karaoke voice?
Kaner's got a bad karaoke.
You haven't seen Kaner's karaoke?
I don't think so.
Go on the YouTube and have yourself a joyous occasion.
Onto the YouTube I will go. Post-game activities. YouTube. In the car immediately.
Yep, get those speakers up. Use the boys. Shot, and it was partially deflected.
What was the song?
I don't remember. It was no bueno. I know that. I think
Feeling like a living out of prayer.
Corey Crawford was with them, and Crawford was not much better, and Taves did it. It was either in Chicago or Buffalo Grove where they were doing karaoke, and it wasn't good. Let's just say that they're hockey players. They're not singers.
Again to the back of the net again, little sneakily right there, Kyle. I think credit to that goal goes to guy number 3, Paul Harrison.
So it's a dozen goals to half a dozen.
This we're sitting here comfortable right now for St. Ignatius up 12-6, but at 5-5, this felt like it could very much go the way of the Cadets. But Zach Reap took out a lot of contact, found the back of the net twice. That calmed things down, and from there the Wolfpack have been able to extend the lead, and we're going to walk out here fairly comfortably under 9 minutes and change now.
And another goal for the Wolfpack. Make it 13 goals, a baker's dozen, and it's going to be a Wolfpack win at home against the Cadets.
John Howard gets into the act off a great feed. Howard able to take that feed. Good cut to get there. And then upper left corner. That'll work. 13-6.
Face off. It's won by the Wolfpack. 9:36 to go in the game. Ball about 20 yards away from the net. And they're going to say that it was an illegal body check against the Cadets.
So you could hear the Marmion bench really getting into it as Brendan Thomas was doing everything he could to stay in front of St. Ignatius right there. Did a great job, but then perhaps a little bit aggressive on the back end, and now he'll spend a minute in the sin zone.
Sin bin.
The sin bin.
It's the sin zone? Who sings the Danger Zone song?
That would be, I just was listening to Ride into the Danger Zone the other day.
Is that AC/DC?
Kenny Loggins, I want to say.
Yeah, it's not the Danger Zone. It's the sin bin. The Sin Zone. Did you spend too much time at ESPN Zone before it closed down?
I never was an ESPN zoner. Ooh, a little over the top of the net right there. Good attempt, but was not to be this time.
You were not an ESPN Zone connoisseur?
No, my guy Comer Zaman, though, was.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know Comer? Former WGN intern, scoreboard operator at Wrigley Field, and
What's he doing nowadays?
not exactly sure. Was once the voice of the Lake County Fielders. I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but it was very epic.
Oh, man, right at the foot, and a big-time save by the Wolfpack netminder. Looked like it hit his foot. I heard a foot.
That was our guy.
I mean, the game's pretty much over. The Cadets are playing for pride's sake right now, but
Andrew Galley trying to find his third goal of the night.
you know, I debated if I should bring my jacket tonight, and I made a rookie mistake myself. Didn't bring it. Yeah.
That was a brilliant move by me. I wish I had a coat though. Flag coming out. Don't worry, Kyle. 7.5 to go here.
I got the sweatshirt in the car. Line change coming up for the Cadets.
The skies are clearing up, so knock on wood here. I think we're going to be all right on the rain, my friend. As I hear thunder in the distance.
Where did I put that umbrella? Just had it.
Working it around. Gonna find goal number 7 here with the man advantage.
Out to the 26, now to the 15.
Kelly.
Good center pass. Looking for the 7th goal of the night. It will remain with the Cadets, and that's kind of why you see one man back behind the net at all times, because they play it who's the closest to the ball.
Yep.
It's also easier to cycle that ball when you got one man deep.
Nobody deep right now, though. Protect out in front.
If you're a new fan of lacrosse, they like to do a 1-4-1 or a 2-3-1. So one man behind the net, they also known as the X position, 4 attackers, 1 midfielder, or they'll do 2-3-1.
Also, if you're wondering, why not just hold the ball? You can't do that. You do have to advance.
Yeah, just like basketball, you got to dribble and pass. Even soccer, you got to at least pass the ball around.
That was a great opportunity for Joey Calabria, but he shot it wide, way wider than that. Oh man, another opportunity. This time, that was Ryan Chesapeake who couldn't control it.
Coming up for the Cadets this season, according to MaxPreps.com. After SICP, they'll play Immaculate Conception, then Mount Carmel, and then Providence Catholic. In front, nice save.
It's the second time that Galley wanted to go low. Did not work out. Great effort to get in front of the net.
And we'll take a timeout as a timeout is called by the Cadets. So you're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. It's actually fine because with the lights, it creates its own lighting.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I just didn't know if
that's
you
why.
wanted it a little brighter or not.
No, because if it gets too bright, then it's oversaturated.
Back on 3, 1, 2, 3, go back.
Yeah, 3, 2. It's 13-6 in favor of the Wolfpack. Kyle Smith alongside WGN Radio's Mark Carmen. And the Illinois Crush's Mark Forden on videography. 7-goal lead for the Wolfpack. It was 5-5, but an 8-1 run by the Wolfpack.
This ain't football, Kyle. This one is
It's over, man. It's
nearing the finish.
I was about to say, it ain't over till it's over. Those cliches. It's over, man. It's but the Marmion could score a couple of goals to make it interesting.
You want to get out of here with no injuries at this point, and maybe perhaps two more moments of on-field success.
Yeah, Marmion, they just want to get some confidence going into their next match. St. Ignatius, I would say 90% of the game was good to see from them. The discipline, they got to work on that. And a couple of lapses defensively. Other than that, though, I mean, they were clearly the better team, and they clearly showed why they're always a Sweet 16 team when it comes to the state playoffs.
Running a little clock right now.
We're 1 goal shy of beating St. Rita to continue their state run 2 years ago, because, of course, last spring we didn't have a tournament. Meanwhile, Marmion on the rush. Luckily for Thursday, we got both rosters online, so we don't have to get them an hour before game time.
Ignatius is trying to run some clock there. Take it down. See if the cadets can find the back of the net here at least one more time.
Good shot. Ball still loose. Trying to get it in. Good defense by the Wolfpack. The net minding has been phenomenal tonight for SICP. And they're going to say that the stick was in the crease before the ball was. It'll be Wolfpack ball. Well, the old cliche goes, the score doesn't really tell the story, and even though it's cliched, it is true for tonight. It was 5-5.
We are getting somewhat of a true story here because second half has been all St. Ignatius. Flag comes out once again here.
So now Marmion starting to commit some fouls.
See how long the Wolfpack can hold it here.
Yeah, they don't really care so much about scoring, they just want to run some clock.
18 asking for it out front. Reeve has it.
One hops off the crossbar, and Marmion will have to go to the box. We do not get a running clock until it's a 10-goal lead, so we'll still stick with the action, and with 2:50, we'll stop the clock.
Creeping our way to a St. Ignatius second win of the year.
Yeah, they would be 3-0, except they ran into a very good York team. But they didn't get shut out. They scored 3 goals that night. Problem is they gave up 19.
Sounds like York's got a hell of a lacrosse team.
That or St. Ignatius just didn't show up for work that day.
Perhaps. there's only so many days of work. I would tend to lean that the Dukes might have cooking out there this year.
Possibly, yeah. But what I've seen out of St. Ignatius, this is clearly one of the better teams in the Chicago Catholic League. Of course, York is in the West Suburban. Hinsdale Central is the team to beat in that conference. Yep, they were in the Final Four a couple years ago. And they actually host a lot of the state tournaments at Hinsdale Central.
Galley looking for it again, the bouncer. Go to the back of the net. Ball to St. Ignatius. As they get into the offensive zone here, we'll see how much clock they're able to run, and offsides they're calling.
Offsides, and then Tim Wesley, head coach for St. Ignatius, is going to call timeout. We'll take a timeout as well with 2:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. It is all St. Ignatius tonight here at Fornelli Field. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. .205 remaining here in the fourth quarter, as St. Ignatius has been in full control of this one. It was 5-5. Since then, an 8-1 run by the Wolfpack. That's where we stand right now. Cadets with the ball, trying to at least make this a little closer of a game.
This is for pride of performance, baby. You know where you play till, Kyle?
The final whistle.
There it is.
Wow, what a shot and a goal from a terrible angle. Not the best net minding, but even better offense. As the Cadets scored their 7th goal of the game, obviously too little too late, but they got another goal on the board nonetheless.
Andrew Galley, I think that's his 4th tonight, and he was benefited, and part of the reason why he sets up on that side of the net, but the lefty coming in there already had a much more difficult time creating an angle. But for Galley, that was Sunday morning, and he did exactly what he wanted to do.
Cadets with the ball. Had their chances today. They had plenty of man advantages, but really just too much Connor Burns, too much Riley Rife. It's just too much Wolfpack. It's a lot to ask. You drive all the way in bumper-to-bumper traffic, North Aurora to Chicago, playing a tough team, the Chicago Catholic League. Still a fairly young Marmion program, just third-year head coach, and Angelo Cavallero, and gave Ignatius a fight, but too much Connor Burns to handle. I mean, especially when he gets a full head of steam, even when he's double-teamed, it's just 15 yards away, he still scores. That looks like a guy that's going to play lacrosse at the next level. Lacrosse, as we all know, is a ball possession game, and the Wolfpack won most of those battles tonight.
Little interesting mouse game here to wrap it up. You can hear the Marmion bench saying they're holding it, and indeed they are, doing their best to wind the clock down and doing it successfully as we're under 30 seconds.
Lacrosse looks like an easy game, Mark, but it is not. Trying to pass that ball to the stick, I've tried to do it. It is difficult. Then you got to move that stick over to maintain possession.
I think it looks extremely difficult, and I love playing all sports, and this one just feels very tough, but also looks like a ton of fun.
That'll do it. The Wolfpack at home in front of their home fans win 13-7 over the Cadets. We'll take a break. We'll give you some final thoughts and some post-game interviews. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.